May I make your point about fiction?
In fiction, you get you often get a lot of scenes where there's one guy who's like the hardened skeptic, and I'm kind of pointing a finger at the X-Files, which I hate.
Yeah.
You've got one person who's the hardened skeptic, and you've got the other person who's like the credulous believer who says the truth is out there, there's really a magical world in the closet, and the believer turns out to be right, and the skeptic expands their horizons, which is great in fiction. But the message being applied by the fiction is you should go with these crazy impulses. And, in real life, there's not a magic world in the closet. And the truth doesn't turn out to be aliens. It turns out to be, some doofuses saw a weather balloon and they went crazy.
When you're a writer, you can just make there be a magical world in the closet or aliens flying around in the sky. Though I remember going to the X-Files movie, since you brought up X-Files, and we're on the topic of movies. There's a scene where they've just been captured by the aliens, and they're in the South Pole, and they break up through the ice, right? And just at the moment when the skeptic has got a direct line of sight on an alien spacecraft, some piece of ice hits her in the head, and she goes unconscious. It also is necessary to write for writers in situations like that. If they want to perpetuate the skeptic's skepticism, they come up with the lamest excuses for them to keep on not believing, which gives skeptics a bad name, because real skeptics don't not believe in UFOs because whenever we have a chance to see one, a hunk of ice hits us in the head, or some other random event comes in to stop us just before we have that magical moment of discovery. It's because the people who do believe in UFOs cannot present the freaking evidence.
And there's something that they have called, there's a well-known fallacy called ad hoc. Where every time you fail yet again to produce any kind of proof that your claims are true, you make up a spur-of-the-moment explanation. Like, oh, I'm sorry I couldn't show you my ESP under laboratory-controlled conditions, but there was so much negative energy in the room.
Right.
And it's just the chunk of ice.